qualcuno deve tradurre quello che dice. Quello che dice il fotografo. Sì.
Ecco.
Miriam wants you to sign it too.
Nice stuff.
So to have an original score written by him for me, and then to have this concert practically, all right, this concert of the music played by the orchestra that did it in this studio, in this special event. I mean, this is a once in a lifetime thing, and I'm just happy to have a front row seat.
Thank you, Maria.
Il fatto che lui piaccia la mia musica già bastava per dirgli di sì. Naturalmente lui non mi diede dei consigli, volle che io fossi libero. Questo mi dava la possibilità di poter scrivere con tranquillità.
The iconic score to The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. This is the sound of the American West, at least filtered through the ears of an Italian, specifically, composer Ennio Morricone. He was a giant in the world of film scores who wrote the music for more than 500 movies. Morricone died Monday in Rome at the age of 91. The Italian Cultural Ministry confirmed his death in a statement that called him a musician of refined skill who with his melodies has been able to excite and make the whole world dream. When Morricone wrote a score for a Western, he used sneaky tricks to make those evocative sounds, like whistles, animal calls, creaks, gunshots, and groans. And his most famous sound, I used a coyote howl, a-ya-ya. That is the theme of the film, Morricone told NPR in 2014. Morricone worked closely with directors to create a new kind of score. Dialogue was often minimal. Instead, the soundtrack did the talking. Historian Christopher Frayling wrote a book about the Italian westerns. He told NPR in 2007 that the composer and the directors he worked with wanted to infuse those films with, among other things, a sense of humor. The creator of that sound was born in Rome in 1928. Ennio Morricone began writing music at the age of 6 and never stopped. In the mid-1960s, he discovered the contemporary music scene in Italy and joined a collective called Gruppo di Improvvisazione Nuova Consonanza that was influenced by John Cage's avant-garde experimentation. From that early experience, Morricone was often running toward one of the most celebrated film scoring careers of all time. It began with Il Federale in 1961 and continued through his collaborations with director Sergio Leone on a famous series of westerns that included A Fistful of Dollars, For a Few Dollars More, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and Once Upon a Time in the West. But that wasn't all he did. Some of his best-known scores included the political drama The Battle of Algiers, Brian De Palma's take on 1930s gangsters, The Untouchables, The Mission, about a Jesuit priest in South America, and Cinema Paradiso, about a young boy growing up after World War II with a love of movies. Frayling had a chance to meet the choir master who worked on another Morricone film and asked what words the choir was actually singing. He said, "I can't remember," Frayling recounted. "They're just sounds, you know, and the human voice is used as another musical instrument." But while the words might have been imprecise, the maestro's hand still guided every aspect of the production. Many film composers write the music and then hand the score off to someone else to orchestrate. But Morricone insisted on being part of each step in the process. This attention to detail paid off. Between 1979 and 2001, Morricone was nominated for 6 Academy Awards, and he was presented with an honorary Oscar in 2007. He finally won the Best Original Score prize outright in 2016 for Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Eight, but none of it seemed to go to his head. He told NPR that he didn't think of himself as having created that iconic world of the Wild West.